My best friend married into a dynasty. Naturally, I did the logical thing. I started aggressively stalking her stepson. I staged a public confession at school, clinging to his leg, sobbing like my heart had been ripped out of my chest. Every time I confessed, my best friend, Gianna Michaels, appeared. Picture this, dead of winter. She struts in wearing a vintage fur coat over a micro mini skirt, oversized Gucci sunglasses hiding her eyes. She flicks a bank card at my face like it's trash. $1 million. Leave my son alone. Then, clutching the stepson with suffocating motherly love, she coos, don't worry, darling. Your father isn't here, but I won't let these trashy gold diggers hurt you. She showed up so often she practically got frostbite. So, I escalated. I marched to the gates of their estate, unfurling a massive banner declaring my undying love. It just made it easier for her to come out and pay me off. This little game worked perfectly, until her husband's, the one that got away, came back to town. Gianna needed to stall the divorce, so, we both vanished. Ghosted everyone. Her husband didn't find us, his son did. Chapter 1. Tristan Gray looked like a storm cloud about to break. He gripped my wrist, his fingers bruising my skin, his jaw clenched tight enough to snap. Why her? His voice was a low, dangerous growl. Am I not enough for you? When Gianna told me she got married, I was in the back of our sociology of marriage lecture, trying to quietly eat hot Cheetos without getting red dust everywhere. Why would you ruin your life like that? I whispered, horrified. She slid a magazine across the desk. The cover featured a man who defined the word distinguished. Silver fox, sharp suit, eyes that could cut glass. The magazine was Forbes. That's the engagement gift? I asked. Gianna rolled her eyes. That's the husband. My jaw hit the floor. Chapter 2. Gianna went clubbing last week, without me. I held a grudge for exactly 24 hours. Because that night, she met Alexander King. Net worth by a small country rich. They talked. Sparks flew. Chemistry exploded. By morning, they had eloped. After one night of wedded bliss, the handsome billionaire handed Gianna the keys to a mansion, a stack of black cards, and then flew off for a business trip. Gianna held up 5 fingers. 5 cards. Each has a $10 million limit. And if I spend money on household expenses, the family office handles the wire transfer directly. No questions asked. I immediately wrapped my arms around her arm, resting my head on her shoulder. Bestie, I purred, voice dripping with sugar. We're soulmates, right? Before she could answer, the professor's laser glare hit us. Gianna had a stepson, Tristan Gray. Conveniently, he attended our university. Tristan was the result of Alexander King's rebellious youth. His biological mother dropped him off at the King estate and vanished, pretending he never existed. He was a junior like us. He's an iceberg, Gianna warned. He treats me like air in his own house. If he was a stage 5 clinger, that would be creepy, I assured her. Gianna straightened her posture. I can handle it. Then she leaned in, whispering, both father and son? They both have god-tier genetics. You'll see. I saw. I understood. Chapter 4. You're taking this too seriously, Gianna said, watching me fold my 1000th origami heart. I had dark circles under my eyes that no amount of concealer could hide. It's just an act, Charlie. I didn't look up. I'm just pretending to be obsessed. It's called method acting. The next day, I hugged a massive glass jar filled with origami hearts and blocked the doorway to Tristan's classroom. He had a 10-minute break. He looked at me like I was a cockroach on his shoe. I don't do people, he said, voice flat, dead. I let my eyes fill with tears. Forgive me for existing. Cue Gianna. She swept in like a hurricane of expensive perfume. Here's $50,000. Stop harassing my son. She threw the card. The chaotic hallway went silent. Even the professor stopped wiping the whiteboard and adjusted his glasses to stare. Tristan's gaze shifted to Gianna. It was freezing cold. What did you say? I scrambled to pick up the bank card, shoving it into my bag. I stepped between them, playing the peacemaker. Hubby, mom means well. Don't be mad. Gianna wiped a fake tear. Being a stepmom is so hard. Goodbye. She turned and fled. I watched her go, then turned my heartbroken gaze to Tristan. I understand the pain of a toxic family. Do you want to talk about it? He spat one word. Get lost. I burst into fake tears and ran. Behind me, some guys laughed. Damn, Tristan, you made 2 hotties cry in under a minute. New record. Get lost, he repeated. Chapter 5. Later, in a bubble tea shop, Gianna admired her hands. A graph diamond ring, a Bulgari bracelet, a vintage Van Cleef Alhambra. She sparkled so much students walked by assuming it was all fake costume jewelry. I sat opposite her, counting the zeros on my bank app. $50,000. I used to tutor rich kids to survive. $50 an hour. The dads tried to touch my hands. The moms tried to pinch my ass. Freaks, all of them. Now, 2 late nights folding origami hearts netted me 50 grand. Motivation surged through my veins. Gianna got intel from the butler about Tristan's hobbies. I started memorizing them. Just fake it, Gianna advised. No, I said, eyes locked on the list. I have a rhythm. Chapter 6. I became his shadow. Artisanal coffee at 7 a.m. Truffle fries at midnight. I was always there, hovering. I requested to follow him on Instagram. He left me impending. Forever. Every time I cornered him, Gianna materialized. She was committed to the bit, wearing a floor-length Fendi fur coat over a latex mini dress and sunglasses, even though it was overcast. Stay away from Tristan, you charity case, she'd screeched. Then, snap. snap. She'd flick a Centurion card at my chest. I'd drain the cash, verify the transfer, and slip the card back to her later so she could reuse the prop. Efficiency is key in this business. Tristan didn't speak anymore. He just walked faster. I chased his retreating figure, screaming into the wind. What does she have that I don't? The winter wind cut through my thin jacket. I looked fragile, broken, beautiful. Chapter 7. Gianna hated my small-time mindset. She wanted a blockbuster scene. Bigger drama means a bigger settlement, she lectured, rubbing her slightly bloated stomach. A few $100,000 is pocket change, Charlie. We need millions. So, I escalated. I set up a massive heart made of candles in the middle of the campus quad. Snow began to fall in thick, heavy flakes. It was dinner time. Darkness had fallen. A crowd of hungry students gathered to watch the train wreck. Inside the heart, written in rose petals, Tristan, I love you. He walked out of the library. I blocked his path immediately. I love you, I declared, my voice trembling with practiced emotion. Tristan looked at me. His face was a mask of pure ice. Get lost. No. Cue Gianna. Stop harassing my stepson. I gripped my chest. Is loving someone a crime? Ugh, you are exhausting, Gianna groaned, adjusting her diamond earrings. Here is $5 million. Disappear.